Alright, we are back with our series on Arcanum, and we are in Tarant. And what we're going to do is go ahead and progress the storyline by going into the P Schuyler and Sons business. And this will get us even more quests in Tarant once we actually progress this storyline. In the last episode, we got ourselves a staff, and I'm going to show this off a little more and explain it a little more what this staff can do. Let's talk to this guy here. He's a character that you can actually have in your party, but because that I am really low on charisma, I'm not able to have him in my party. So I can only have either him or Virgil, and for now I'm just going to stick with Virgil, even though he actually is a better fighter.
Hello.
And he is voiced just like Virgil, because he is a primary character. I don't believe we've met. Your name is?
Who might you be to ask a dwarf his name? Bloody ignorant outlander, I'd say. As if a dwarf would give his name.
Forgive me, I wasn't aware it was such a breach of etiquette.
Excuse me. You don't need to take such treatment from this dwarf. Bloody annoying little runt, if you ask me.
Your opinion has been noted, Virgil. That was Virgil speaking.
I mean, look at him. Putting on airs like he's some sort of native dwarf. I'd be surprised if he's ever even been out of the city in his entire life. You can always smell a city dwarf a mile away. He's probably got a manicure. His beard looks a bit scraggly too. Probably out past his bedtime.
Enough, Virgil. Now what seems to be the problem, sir?
I was saying that it was bloody rude of you to be asking me, a dwarf, for his name. It's not something to be thrown out and away like the day's rubbish.
Forgive me, I wasn't aware of such a breach of etiquette.
I suppose you're none to blame, stranger. Perhaps I am a little quick-tempered myself. Please forgive my harsh words. You may call me Magnus.
A pleasure, sir. What were you saying about a dwarf's name?
Well, dwarves are an ancient race, and our traditions run deep. A dwarf's true name, his family name, is a sacred thing. A thing of mystery and power. Magnus is my common name. If I knew you well, I'd also tell you my family name. But Magnus will do for now.
Why are you so protective of your family name?
Dwarven names are symbolic, a reflection of our history, who we are. A dwarf who gives just anyone his name has no respect for that history.
I see. Thank you for the lesson, Magnus.
It's nice to meet an outlander who tries to understand our ways. Well met, my friend. Now, how can I help you?
Might I ask you a few questions?
What is it that you need to know?
Do you know what establishment this is?
Yes, I do. And I curse the day I ran across the devils who own it. Ungodly bunch they are. I can only guess what goes on behind those doors. That building is the headquarters for the infamous P Schuyler and Sons.
What can you divulge about P Schuyler and Sons?
What can I divulge, you ask? Where would you like me to begin? P Schuyler and Sons is the oldest business in Tarant, a trader in jewelry and the occasional rare or sought-after trinket or bauble. Their business reputation is untarnished, second to none.
And yet there's something strange about them?
Strange? Strange doesn't begin to describe what they are. Do you know that no one has seen the supposed owner, Polonius Schuyler, or his sons in more than 15 years? And even then, the gentleman who saw them, a trader in gems from Ireland, died a week later from what they could only describe as consumption.
What else is said about them?
Have you heard about the Eyeless Five? 8 years ago, there were 5 ruby pendants sold at auction through P Schuyler and Sons. All the ladies who wore them were murdered, their eyes plucked from their heads.
Why would P Schuyler and Sons plot to kill their customers?
Why do madmen do anything? They're bloody madmen, that's why! If you're not going to use the sense you were born with, then I'll not continue. Suffice it to say that P Schuyler and Sons is an extremely unusual company, and I'm not the only one to think so.
I understand, Magnus. What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same, my friend. You seem awfully curious about P Schuyler and Sons. What brings you here?
I'm investigating a ring. It appears they were the sellers.
Interesting. I, too, am investigating one of their products. I saw it for sale in a pawn shop down the merchant's quarter, and it had their imprint. Would you like to see it?
Yes, very much so. This dwarf shows you a rather plain-looking bronze bracelet with some faded scratchings barely visible along its outer surface. On the inside, you see the imprint, P Schuyler and Sons. A rather nondescript piece, I'd say. What is its significance?
Nondescript? This bracelet is ancient. An unbelievable find. And the final piece to a puzzle I've spent my whole life trying to unravel.
Out with it, man. Don't keep me hanging on a thread.
Do you see these dwarven gauntlets I wear? They were given to me by my grandfather, who in turn received them from his. Do you see the symbol carved on them? It's the same as the symbol carved on the bracelet. These gauntlets are the only link I possess to my ancestors, my clan, lost to my family since before any of us can remember.
Who was your clan? Why was your family separated from them?
Never ask a dwarf the name of his clan. I'd sooner cut my beard than tell you the sacred name of my people. Such an action might be considered blasphemy. And as for my family, that's none of your concern. We were lost to them, and I've spent the last 200 years looking for where they might have gone.
Very sorry, I say. Have you spoken to Schuylers about it? Or I guess Schuylers?
That, my friend, is the point of this whole story. I've tried on multiple occasions to speak with the Schuyler's concerning this bracelet and where they got it, but I've been stonewalled by their employees from the very beginning. They're hiding something. I know it.
What could they possibly be trying to conceal?
The sources behind their inventory, the reasons for their exclusiveness, who knows? But I do know that I'm gonna find out where they got this bracelet, regardless of what is necessary to do so.
I see. Well, perhaps we can work together.
Eh? Nope. It looks like you've got a full house already. A dwarf always chooses his companions wisely. And I just don't know about you. I do wish you luck in your search, though. If I do find anything out, I'll share it with you.
I'd appreciate any information you might uncover. Goodbye. So had we had the space, he could join our party. For now, we can go in and talk to the guy here. Hello, welcome to P Schuyler and Sons, dealers in rare and beautiful. My name is James Kingsford. How may I help you? Hello, I'd like to talk with someone concerning this ring. What exactly can I help you with? Did you purchase the ring from P Schuyler and Sons? Not exactly. I was given the ring by someone. I'm very sorry, but we don't guarantee the quality of our products unless they were purchased directly from us. Now, if there's anything else, I really must get back to work. No, you don't understand. Perhaps if I spoke to Mr. Schuyler. I'm afraid that's quite impossible. The Schuylers are extremely busy men, and I know they can't be bothered with something as trivial as your concerns with a product you didn't even buy. But wait, I just need to find out who. I'm so very glad you stopped by, though. Feel free to browse the store if you'd like. So back here is actually where we need to go. And this door's locked, so our only option is to pretty much kill this guy. I'm gonna save real quick, and as soon as we unlock this, he's gonna attack us. And he has the key to the basement, which is something we're going to need for later anyways. Alright, let's go downstairs. Okay, so in this basement there are zombies here. And they're underground, so they'll aggro as soon as we walk near them. And we can of course do our fire flash. And as you can see, we didn't burn any of our fatigue, but we did use up our mana and our staff. So our mana and our staff will regenerate over time, just like our fatigue does, but it definitely gives us a little bonus. These guys will swarm you if you are not careful. Alright. So there are booby traps in here. You do want to be careful. I don't have anything. If you were to have good armor on, you'd probably want to switch it out. Since I have just these robes on, I can take the damage. I don't think anything here will kill you instantly. There's a lot of loot in here too. So there's a chest over here. If you had the skill set, you could actually do find traps. You can actually find traps. And if you were a gunfighter and your perception was high enough, you could actually see a lot of traps. But I have very little perception. I'm at 8 right now. So I'm not going to be able to see very many traps. And there's one. The helmet. It's useless. There's another Cathorn crystal. And 231 gold. So actually, let's give
what is it that you want of me?
Virgil our helmet. He'll wear it. So you do want to save each level, just because if you do get swarmed, you will die pretty fast. Alright, so my stamina is still pretty low. My staff's going back up, though. You can always wait out of combat to let it come back up. And if you have a higher constitution, it'll go up even faster. So that's why our constitution, we were kind of working on that earlier. This should be fine. I think we're good. And as you can see, we're just using our staff while our other one built up. And you can actually have multiple staffs if you wanted to. We could just rotate through them, and with that, you can get the benefits of having, a large amount of mana. Alright, Alright, so let's get one of these. Oh, we used up our staff, didn't we? Another thing about the staff is that we can use these spells now. Even though we don't have those spells, we can use them because our staff has them equipped as an enchantment, essentially. So if we were to go back to this, we can see in the bottom description it says Illuminate and Devour a Shield. That'll let us actually use the staff's powers. They cost more though than what you would normally pay for these spells, and they use up the built magic within the staff to do it. Illuminate's pretty good. I'm not sure what Devour a Shield does. Alright, so let's just back out of this. Let's just get this guy here. If you need to, you can always hit the R key and go into combat mode where you can use your turns up.
I've been seriously hurt, sir.
Oh, jeez.
Please help me.
He almost killed himself. Yeah, he had a critical failure with that two-handed sword. Alright, so I got poisoned and he didn't heal me enough, so I need to use one of these. Alright, so I think in this one there's a large amount of mobs here. Yeah, they're all clustered around this one guy here. And this is the door down. So I might have to wait. So I have full fatigue. I'll probably just cast a couple of flash fires here. Actually, let's just do that's gonna aggro them. Okay, what we should probably do is do hasten first. Oh, I did the wrong person, didn't I? I do one on myself as well. And let's flash fire this guy here. Oh no, I'm out of... Okay, that's not good. He's gonna die. Oh, nope, he actually got it. Okay, well we don't want to do that anymore. It does burn a lot of fatigue over time. Let's just drop one of these in our hand. I don't know. Okay, let's just go ahead and do our flash fire spell here. And then we'll just get this guy here. They are fast. I probably need to use one of these. Okay, or run. Might have enough to kill this guy. Okay. So that was painful. Why is this not working anymore? Oh, okay. There's another trap. We did get another level. I think for this I'm going to actually... Yeah, we're not quite there yet. I'm going to do Constitution. So our regeneration rate will go up higher. Oh, these are small robes. That's a bummer. These are actually pretty decent. Unidentified armor. A little concerned about that because it may be a like a trapped armor. Okay, so now let's move on down to the next floor, which is I think the final floor. And in here, there are these mobs here. They're not aggressive at this point in time. A helmet. You do get a lot of loot in here, which is nice. The trap. There's actually a spell you can get to cast the sea traps. I don't think I have that spell. Well, I'm actually close to that spell though. I think it's under contents, read aura, sense hidden. I believe it's sense hidden. Yeah, so it says the spell will reveal all invisible creatures and objects, as well as traps and trapped objects in the vicinity. This is one it's good for one place, which is the Dwarven Mines. But there actually is a scroll you can get too. You can get a scroll that will help you with the same thing. Okay. Oh man. This is gonna be a full bag. Alright, so let's give him all the stuff
that you want of me?
that we, I know he can't equip. Because if he starts equipping stuff and it's a hexed, he will die. I hate to give him this. And this too. Yeah, he'll try to equip this actually. Let's just give him this stuff right here. Okay. I'll just be really slow. Alright, so here are the final guys here. Now, they are essentially the owners, the Schuylers, as he calls them. And you can kill them. You can talk to them and persuade them to give you the information. Or there's another way where you can actually talk to their dead father. So it's if you had the dwarf with you, Magnus, he would see these dwarves here that are essentially zombies and get really upset and just kill these guys or attack them. But we'll go through some dialogue and then we can most likely kill them because they actually are evil. So who are you to trespass in the halls of our business establishment? Identify yourself immediately. So we can say, forgive the intrusion, but I am in dire need of some information. Information? You've violated our home and our business out of the need for some information. That's utterly preposterous. Yes, and you'll regret anything if you're... Yes, and you'll regret if you are anything but forthcoming. Don't test me, stranger. There's only so much insolence I can tolerate here. Insult or threaten me again, and I will destroy you. Fine, please take a look at this ring. Show him the ring. Ah, yes, I see. A signet ring. And these letters GB. More than likely, they belong to the individual who purchased the ring from us. I guess as much. Could you tell me the identity of the owner? Well, it seems we are at a crossroads, my friend. We, the Schuyler family, have been in business for more than 400 years. Never once in all the time have we betrayed the trust of our customer. And yet, here you are. And you've seen, and so much you've seen. But what exactly have I seen? What is going on down here? I suppose it does no harm in telling you now. I am Winston Schuyler, and these are my brothers, Edward and Niles. The Schuyler family is an old name. one of the oldest families in all of Arcanum. We've traced our bloodlines back to the age of legends and further, and always, from the very beginning, we have practiced the darker arts. We can actually just say that and kill him, or we can find out more information. So what exactly do you mean by the darker arts? Necromancy, my curious friend. Conjurers of spirits, phantasmal speaking, and animation of the incurably dead. The Schuylers are a family who spend their time in the Twilight Lands, cowled in death and shadow. I see, that explains the dwarf zombies. They're your work? Yes. It's not so as cruel as you might think. These bodies are long past usefulness to anyone. They are spiritless and properly good for digging. And with the bounty we've discovered there in this dwarven tomb, they've been extremely useful. So you think profaning the dwarven dead is right proper? This tomb is from a clan long forgotten. The very fact that it lies here in the lowlands and not in the mountains says that they are more likely considered a lesser dwarven people. In fact, it's a strong possibility that they were outcast. You know, a dwarf's true home is always in the hand-carved caverns of mountain stone. Well, I'm convinced maybe we can come to some agreement. Yes, I think that might be possible. If you agree to tell no one about our business operations, I will find out for you who owns this ring. Are we agreed? Agreed. Very good now. For your information, our records down here are very extensive, but it might take hours to find what we're looking for. I have a better way. We shall ask my father, Polonius Schuyler. Your father, where is he? Well, he is here and not here. As you can see, we've preserved his earthly shell down here. That's his body sitting in our favorite stuffed chair over there against the wall. I'm at a loss. Is this standard necromantic practice? Not really, but in his will, my father insisted that we exhibit him just so. He's always very protective of the business, and this was his way of reminding us Schuyler standards. No offense, but just how talkative is a rotting corpse? Except in the case of reanimation, the necromancer deals rarely with the flesh. It's the spirit of the dead we can converse with. This shell acts only as a medium for our impending conversation. Our father has a little to do with his body, as your spirit does with the cloth you are currently wearing, or the clothes you're currently wearing. Do you understand? Of course, it's a bit unnerving, but I think I'll manage. Very well, we shall proceed. I now call to the other side, the place of shades and shadows. We call upon you, spirit of Polonius Schuyler, who walks now where we can only look. Do you hear us? Yes, get on with it then. Alright, so let's talk to the spirit here. Who calls upon me? Tireless are the souls of the dead, but how it seems to wear upon me to cross that river. Winston, the sea, and another. Yes, I suppose I knew this day would come. Welcome, traveler. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met, sir. No, I suppose over there we have not. Forgive me, and my sight is not as your own, nor is my time. With these eyes I can see the candle burning at both ends. This moment for me has happened 1,000 times, and none, no matter. Why have you come? What is it you seek? Forgive me, but it sounds like you might already know that. And you'll have to forgive me, my words are perhaps a bit misleading. I do see both ends of the candle burning, but I also see all the candles. Does that make sense, traveler? I cannot see what's in your heart, only what might be, and all those endless possibilities. Some end in hope, others in despair, and some with you here among the spirits. I see. Well, today I've come seeking the owner of a ring. Yes, I know, a signet that we had made for a very important person. Important to us, but more important to you. I remember very clearly the making of this ring. The spirits called to us across the darkness as it was forged. They knew somehow all that would come in its making. What are you talking about? Not so simple, traveler. Nary a candle for those words. They're not mine to say. I come only as the first of many messengers, some from this side and from your side. Be wary of them all. The river which separates us eddies around you, creating new flows. Navigate wisely. You're speaking in riddles. I beg you, be more clear. Very well. The ring, the man you seek is Gilbert Bates. There is nothing else I can tell you, and the dead call me back, traveler. I must return. Fare thee well. Thank you, Polonius. So that is what we needed to find out that the ring belongs to Gilbert Bates, who is the owner of the mansion. So we should have a new quest here. Yeah, except to get information about the strange ring from Gilbert Bates. So now we must talk to Gilbert Bates. And we do get some more quests in Tarant. That's locked. I could kill these guys and take it, but I'm not going to do it right now. Oh, so one of the things you want to do, instead of having to go all the way back upstairs, we can just pop our scroll of exiting, and that will take us back to the beginning. Very handy. There we go. So let's go try to sell some of our stuff that we got. Alright, so here is the, I guess, wise woman. It's similar person to the person that we saw in the other cities, other towns. So what she does is she can sell stuff, and we can also identify stuff. So it costs 100 coins, and she'll identify it for us. And let's see, how much money do I have? Okay, so we have 784. We're good. I can actually have her identify everything.
What is it that you want of me?
So we'll have her identify everything, and it costs 100 to identify, but you actually get a lot more money back than just selling it. Actually, I think this armor is pretty good. It might be pretty good for Virgil. I'm going to wear this, though. These actually gloves are pretty nice. They're better than nothing I have on now, so I think that's it. We can talk to her and sell stuff to her. Yeah, at least she don't buy anything, really. Okay. She gives us a really bad deal on these. These actually worth a lot more. She does have a magic ropes, which is pretty nice actually. 4,000 coins. Light finger. These are good for pickpocketing if you're a thief. Nothing else in here is actually worth it to me. So she does have some fatigue slowers. Might just buy some of these. And yeah, one of these. Actually, no, I'm just going to buy these. That should be fine for now. Alright, so if you want to sell stuff, we can talk to either the magic guys up in the where you bought the staff at, or we can go back and talk to the trader junk dealer. He typically buys anything. As you can see, these guys over here are actually bad guys. I'm just gonna kill them actually because they would attack me. They're thieves. What level is this guy? 15. Ouch. Okay, so he ran away. He's scared. Ooh. Okay. They're dead. You can actually loot them for some stuff. Black powder. I'm full of stuff here. Yeah. Alright, I need to go store these newspapers. I'll probably come back and get these dead bodies here in a little bit. I think I might have mentioned it before, but a good place to store stuff is in the chests in this warehouse here. Once you have the keys, you can go back in here and store stuff in here, and it always stays there. The stuff in these chests are never gone. He's giving me 90 coins for these. That's better deal back to the other place. We can sell some of the stuff. We don't have anybody that's going to be able to use this plate mail. I'll sell that to him. So these little things are actually Neura coins, and they're for a quest line to activate blessings. We'll probably do that later. I don't need 2 crystals. And I don't think I need this many Neura coins. But I'll just hang on to them for now. Okay. Sell this as well. We'll sell these at the other guy's place. Okay, so that's I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Okay, look at the clock and it's actually a very long episode, so I think we'll stop now. I'll probably edit it out to make it a little bit less time. But this is a good place to pause. And next episode we will do a few more quests in Tarant. Try to get that level 15 mark. I don't think we'll get to the Gilbert Bates part yet. But we will be at a pretty good place, though, to wrap up the rest of Tarant for now. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. And If you like this series, hit the like button. And once again, thanks and bye.